Hello, it's Lee here. Welcome to another week of Margarete Miller's collage challenge. For anybody who's here for the first time, don't realise what this challenge is about. It is an open challenge. You do have to buy the prompts, or you can see what the prompts are from someone else's video or from their post on Instagram. So we're up to week 21. So the hashtag, if you're looking for all the videos, is hashtag 2023 CWP21. The prompts for this week are a window or door. So I'll go through my stuff as I read them out. So I've got a picture of a church window. It's a photograph I found in amongst my stash. Something stenciled. I've got a stencil here. Because this is a church window, I thought these things look a bit like some of the wooden carvings you see maybe on a confessional door, or even the patterns that are in some of the stained glass windows. Blue ink, I'm going to give this a go. So it's artist pigmented ink, blue. It's got a little bit in a dish here. I did try writing something over here which I then promptly smudged, and I've got this dipping pen, so we'll see how that goes. If all else fails, I've got faded jeans, distress oxide. I might have to just stamp something. A postage stamp. I chose this one. Musical instrument. Well, this was really hard to find, and I went through my magazines and I couldn't find anything that I wanted to use, but I did find it amongst my music papers, this keyboard, so I thought that'll do. The bonus is brown paper. I'll probably throw a bit in there because I love my brown paper. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is actually use some of this blue ink before I get started. I'm going to try something that I've seen other people do. So I want to put the blue ink down, and then I want to use water to lift it off through a stencil. Yuck, that looks awful, doesn't it? Why is it doing that? This isn't an ink brush, it's a makeup brush, so maybe that's why. Maybe I'm pressing too hard. I decided to kill two birds with one stone and sort out the problem of the pages being too big and being able to see the prompts by ruling off and then writing my prompts in there. I thought, well, that way then I've only have to work on this size page, because it's sometimes I do a collage and it's sitting there like a pimple on a pumpkin, sort of thing. It's way too small for the page, and then I've got to try and fill it in, and I don't know what's going on with this brush, but yeah, and so I thought if I do that, then that's, well, it's nearly a third of the page being taken up by the prompts, so I hope that's not making the camera wriggle. There's something in this brush that's not, maybe it's the way I'm applying it. Probably not enough ink. It's all in one area or something. It doesn't matter, it's going to be underneath and it's going to be lifted off anyway. So, ooh, it's all sort of in one area. Maybe I just need to buy some proper ink brushes instead of trying to make do with this makeup one. Okay, alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is decide which pattern I like the best. I actually like this one, it's sort of Celtic looking, and I want to wet some paper towel. I think this is going to work, and then lift out, but I think I need to use something a bit more intricate because of the way the ink went on. I don't think it'll work too well with that pattern. This one, it's too, I don't know what the word is, there's not enough of it. Does that work? No? What if I do this? I don't think the ink is spread around it. Wow, that didn't work. Okay, let's try something else. Maybe if I, what if I stenciled? Try this. Okay, so if I do that, actually, that looks really nice. I like that. Okay, so I'm just going to stencil instead of trying to be clever, because obviously I don't know what I'm doing. That actually looks really nice. I should have just done that in the first place. I'll do the whole edge of the page a little bit randomly so it's not all same. Oh, now I'm in love with it. I really love that. I like that very, very much. So let me just do a little bit more, not so dark. My dog is in trouble today. She's in the doghouse, so to speak. I took her for a walk, and I took her into a park where it's an off-leash area, and she's not real good with other dogs. She runs up to them like all friendly, but if they move toward her, she freaks out and she'll snap at them. Anyway, I always make sure that there's nobody else in the park, no other dogs around before I let her off the lead. Well, this morning I checked, there was no one around, and I let her off the lead, and she's having a wonderful time running around in circles in this big grassy area, and then she just took off towards the other side, and I'm calling her back, and then I saw these two people walking in, and they've got these two great big dogs, and I thought, oh my god, it's going to be on. If there's any aggression in these other dogs, they'll react to her, because she'll stand there and she'll have her tail wagging, but she'll snap at them, and yeah, so it's a problem. And anyway, I'm calling her, she won't come back, so I'm going over to these people as fast as I can, and they've got a dog or two dogs that are really placid, luckily, and I apologised and all the rest of it, and yeah, and he said to me, well, you know, if these dogs had any aggression in them at all, this could have ended quite differently, and I totally know where he's coming from. Anyway, so she got told off, put back on the lead and told off, and brought her home, and I thought, well, you can stay outside, you're not coming inside. That's your punishment, you can stay outside. And I looked outside a few minutes later, and here she is sitting on the barbecue table, like up on top of the table, and I yelled at her again. I thought, what is going on? It's like she's thinking, well, if you're going to not let me inside, I'm going to act like an animal. Anyway, she's still outside. A turd. Oh, that's awful, because I couldn't see the dogs that she ran over to, because they were sort of walking through a pathway that's surrounded by bushes and things. But I thought, I knew there was something over there. And then when I saw the size of the dogs, before I realised what sort of dogs they were golden retrievers, so luckily for her, and luckily for me. Anyway, she's in the doghouse. I'm not sure how long she'll stay outside for. But okay, so I'm going to do something like this. You know, I want to take a bit of this away. Just going to wet it and lift some of it off. Oh, thanks for all everyone's kind thoughts. I wasn't sick. I just had, I just had this annoying cough. Every time I start talking, I'd start coughing, and it was like it wasn't just a cough that it's a cough and then you cough once or twice and it's over and done with. It was like a spasm of my throat or something. So yeah, I just didn't want to talk on the video. I've done another video that I haven't posted. It hasn't gone public yet, so I'm not talking in that one either, just a little bit. Alright, am I missing things? It's a window, something stenciled, blue ink. I haven't done my blue ink. Post stamp and a musical instrument. Okay. That's dark, isn't it? I'm going to cut that out. Hopefully I don't ruin it. So I hope everyone else is doing well and having lots of crafty fun. Yeah, that's nice. I've cut out of there, isn't it? Yeah, this is where the brown paper comes in. Got a bit of paper bag here. It's not quite the right brown. Have a look. Just going to look for some brown paper. So I found this in amongst my music sheets, so I think I'll use a piece of this, and it's really old, very fragile, and we've got the word pianoforte there, so that fits in nicely with my keyboard. And I was going through my music sheet today, looking for pictures of musical instruments, and some of it is one lot I found was from 1893, and there was a heap that were from the early 20th century, so 1913, 1917. I was amazed. I got it all from the thrift store, and I bought the whole box because I was trying to find some music sheet. This is when I first started doing collage work. Where'd my stamp go? Yeah, so I had no music sheet, and I was trying to go through this box and it was all falling apart in my hands. So I just went up to the counter and I said, "Oh, how much will you charge me if I buy the whole box off you?" And I was going to offer them $20 or something. And she said, "Oh, $10 will do. I think $5, something like that." Okay, I've lost my stamp. What the? Let me find it. On the floor. Yeah, so I got a whole like a fruit box of music, which has been great, but I'll never get through it in a million years. So I'm just going to do something like this. The window there, maybe. Put the stamp there. Oopsie. And then I've got to do the blue ink. I quite like that composition. I'm just going to distress that. Get rid of that white. And I think that yellowy, because this is brushed corduroy, it'll contrast nicely with the blue faded jeans in the background. It's a pity the ink that I'm going to be using. I suppose I could count that as my ink, but I don't want to. It feels like I'm not doing it properly, if you know what I mean. I'm going to go over that. I don't like that, the way that looks at the moment. This one was in like a school music book. Alrighty, so let's have a look. Look at that. Pull it out there, put that there, and then that can go something like that. Bring it over a bit. Okay. That's a bit boring. Maybe that should go like that. I think I like it better that way. So you've got your keyboard, then you've got the word pianoforte, then I've got the church window, and then this stamp there, or there, or maybe there. Maybe that could come down to there, and that can go on there. Okay, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to just tack it together before I change my mind or forget where I'm doing it. Okay, now I would like a little bit of gesso around that, just to get rid of a little bit of this intensity here. Where are we? This brush will do. Just want to knock it back just a little bit. Okay, that'll do. Alright. Now, I think I'll use glitter glue on this. It's because it's going down over wet ink. My botanical naturey journal is coming along nicely. In my next video, or the video, I think there will be another one in between, can't remember, but I'll mention this one. I give another bit of a follow-up, show how the progress is going, and make some decorative page borders for it. Just a couple in a particular theme. You're not going to stick, are you? Get on there. I'll hold that down for a bit. Yeah, so that's coming out. I'm not sure what day it is. It's after this one anyway, pretty sure. Okay. something with the blue ink. What am I going to do? Okay. Maybe I can just put some dots. Because it's a horrible colour, ink, I think. It's like phthalo blue. Instead of, I'd like an indigo blue, but never mind. Can't have what you want all the time, can you? So I've got some there. Where else can I put some? I think I might just splash some on with the paintbrush, be easier. Okay, a little fan brush here. I'm going to water it down a little bit more. It's going to activate the oxide ink too. That's okay. If it ever comes off the brush. Oops. I shouldn't do this. See, it dries too light. Just going to put like a little shadow there. Let's try a different brush. That's better. Okay, I'm going to sign my name with it. This will be interesting. Sort of worked. Date today, well, it's the 17th today, and this will be coming out 1, 2, 3, the 20th. So I'm not going to put the 17th on there. I'll put the 20th. Huge 3 and a little tiny 2. Okay, that's gonna do. Okay, so we've got a window, we've got something stenciled as the background, we've got blue ink, got a musical instrument, we've got a postage stamp, and the brown paper is this here. Okay, let me know what you think. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, check out the hashtag, and I'll see you in another week's time with another Margarete Miller collage challenge. So take care. Cheers from Australia. Hooroo.